But anyway, back to my point. Yeah, no, they're trying to drop Rob Lucci as almost like another rival for Luffy. I'm just like, wait, did we have like 5 of those?
We did that already.
Yeah, we already did that with, we were doing that with Kid and, well, I guess we kind of lost Kid. So,
Kid,
yeah.
Kobe, Smoker.
Yeah, probably more. I'm not even thinking of right now.
If you want to go for it arc to arc, Bellamy, Wiper.
Didn't Luffy one-shot Lucci too? See, I'm not reading the manga,
No.
so I can't say that directly, but they were exchanging blows.
They had an altercation, but no, it wasn't a one-shot, but Luffy was winning, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, we just finished Water 7. How many now?
An hour? Hour and a half? Yeah, that sounds about right.
54 minutes, and we only completed the Enies Lobby stage. Jesus Christ.
Luffy doesn't have many good rivals, does he?
No.
No. What?
It's, okay.
Arc over arc, maybe, but not long-term. Because if you want to get down to it, the long-term one is going to be Kobe, and I'm cool with that. It was supposed to be Smoker. That fell,
that fell on its ass, yeah.
Smoker fell out the fucking floor like, Bailey. General Naventa getting, cucked out of the airplane in Gundam Wing.
Yeah, I haven't got that yet.
The guy
Smoker the Eternal Jobber, tell me about it. Oh my god.
The guy literally is one of the funniest scenes in the entire show. Guy sitting in an airplane, someone says we don't need you anymore. So they push a trap door that literally drops his couch out of the bottom of an airplane. And then the person that does that shoots him in the brain anyway as he's falling out of the plane, even though you could have literally just let the man die by hitting the floor by falling out of a plane.
That is actually amazing.
Yeah, they do have some nice framing on scenes sometimes.
Although people have been known to actually survive falling out of planes before without a parachute.
Not about the ocean.
Yeah, probably not above the ocean. Anyway, so I was reading on the wiki that Zoan type users, when they awaken to Devil Fruits, more often than not actually go insane from like being taken over by the Devil Fruits, but rarely they're able to maintain their sanity. I'm just like, wait, since when is this a thing? Okay.
It's news to me.
Yeah, news to me too. I also made a cute comparison earlier, while we were watching the newest episode of One Piece, where I kind of was like, oh, so we're retroactively calling the Gum fruit instead of Paramecia a Zoan type fruit.
I hate that. I hate it so fucking much.
And I was like, wait, so is this like a thing we did with fucking Karakuri, where he started as a Zoan type, but then we moved him to being a Paramecia? Logia, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's exactly that, and I fucking hate it because it's a retcon. Because the whole thing, and this is sort of a constant throughout most arcs, most of the time Luffy's enemies, yes, Tahu, they did. Most of Luffy's enemies at the end of most arcs are Logia. This is sort of a running constant. Luffy being a Paramecia is supposed to be important because Paramecia is considered the weakest type of Devil Fruit, because they're just given a random abstract power, not an element, not potentially the king, the most powerful beast in the Animal Kingdom. Literally, it's just supposed to be something that could be anything, that could be cool, could be...
Oh, thanks, Kurt.
Could be, whatever. And it's like, okay, cool, it's supposed to be even a low-class warrior can surpass an elite is literally what it's supposed to be, because, oh, he's just rubber. How do you fight Sandman with rubber, or Iceman with rubber, or what have you? It's like, now finding out he's a Zoan and a god, it's like, dude, it makes it harder to retroactively care about a lot of fights. It's like, oh yeah, this whole time he was secretly a god.
I will only give
I understand they've been building up to this technically since Skypiea, but I don't even care, dude.
I won't really call it a retcon per se, because I imagine the world nobles were trying to deliberately keep that under wraps, so they lied and say it was a Paramecia type, and in function, I guess it was until it awakened.
No, but the problem is they explicitly call attention multiple times to the fact that here's a Paramecia that beat up a Logia. They call attention to it multiple times.
Yeah.
It is stated outright, you're pathetic.
Because he's supposed to be the underdog. He's supposed to be the underdog, yeah.
Yeah, Alex, look up the 4Kids One Piece video on YouTube about the One Piece's guide to Devil Fruits. They have a video narrated by Mike Pollock Eggman talking about the different types of Devil Fruits that they know about as of Alabasta.
Oh, fuck, you actually got a decent stage.
I
mean, it's much more regular than we're used to, so that's fine.
Yeah, you get the fun stage next time. You get the boss stage where you get to play as 3 distinct characters.
True. Yeah, I thought that was a bad stage, but this, I mean, for what it's worth, this
that
one's
stage also only lasts like 6 minutes.
This stage
just
is
3 boss fights.
For what it's worth, this stage is also a Balls and Pirate Warriors 4 regardless.
Oh yeah, also you're walking around outside the building here, and that's much better than climbing the literal staircase and navigating the entire outside of the inside of the building in 4.
I didn't mind that much, just because, well...
No, that staircase stuff was some bullshit. I fucking hated it.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's great, but floor navigation I think is neat, but the problem it has more so overall is that you can't preview the other floors while you're moving around too.
Yeah, no, you can't move the map at all.
If it weren't for the fact that you actually had some pretty fast movement in Pirate Warriors 4, it would definitely be way fucking worse, because you're getting... At that point, you would be getting punished for getting routes wrong too. At least this part of the stage is a little more straightforward. I get the fun bits.
Yeah, you do.
It's gonna be funny seeing which one of us gets Marineford, because god, that stage is going to take a bit.
Marineford is 2 stages.
Oh yeah, right.
Marineford is 2 stages in most games. I think the worst actual set of Marineford stages is actually in 2, not 1 or 4.
Well, that's not really well, I mean, I guess you want to get to qualify it.
I just remember the map in 2 being really shitty.
Yeah. Now, I guess to bring an actual good Marineford stage to the table, question mark. It's gonna be stupid because it's gonna take you back. Fucking Jump Force is a very pretty Marineford stage.
Yeah.
I know that probably took you back just now, but no, it's fairly pretty. I actually kind of look forward to doing Jump Force because not only because of the English translation patch, but all the DLC is long since out, so it's actually gonna be kind of fun to go through.
And all the characters are integrated into the story, technically.
Also, we can look at Yoriichi's ass. I didn't say that.
At the rate we're going, there's a chance that episode will actually come out before we get to it. God of Thunder.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't want to deviate too much to talk about Bleach during One Piece recording because there's so much to talk about for Pirate Warriors, but yeah.
I was talking about this earlier. Do you think cel shading means better graphics for anime games? Not inherently, no. Like, you can get games that are beautiful, like World Red, and sometimes it's just okay. Sometimes it's kind of... I think it's actually limiting to the style of anime games. I actually prefer the style of Pirate Warriors 3 and 4 on, because it's like they're doing the manga pencil shading look, and I think it looks fantastic. This is a literal quote. You can look this up. Please insert the cover of One Piece Pirate Warriors 1. I know we...
Oh, yeah,
we never got to do this because of doing the redo. Oda literally refused to draw a cover for this game because he thought the models looked so good that they actually stood on their own as a graphical representation of the game.
It was pretty good, yeah.
So cel shading is fine. I just hate that every anime game nowadays is cel shading and there's no other styles. I miss when things could be a little more broad, or you could do a chippier. Just lean into your actual 3D aesthetic. I don't think you need to try to one-to-one look like whatever show you're doing.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, no, you're gonna say literally the opposite.
No, I'm actually gonna play a neutral role here. I think either going more regular graphics or cel shading. There's no cel shading can make it look more actually like the anime, but you can oftentimes get actual better looks out of like just like regular game engine stuff. And now I might be throwing you for a loop with my opinion, but no, even for Jump Force, it's fucking fucked as the models can look sometimes, and they do look pretty bad. I think sometimes they actually do nail some good visuals if you're playing the PC port at 60 FPS and actually have some good graphics going. I think it can actually look sometimes alright. Especially DLC characters. God, they actually did put some good work to them. That's kind of wild. Recently, One Piece Odyssey looks pretty good, and that's not cel shaded.
Yeah.
Let's see. Obviously, wait, no. I don't think Storm is cel shaded.
Yes,
is it?
it is. It is explicitly cel shaded.
Okay, I just think about things off the top of my head. Didn't really. Maybe just because I'm so used to seeing nighttime in Storm recently that I just didn't remember if it was or not.
Shattered Blade. Shattered Blade, I think, actually looks fantastic. That also leans into the manga pencil line art.
Yeah.
I think that game looks phenomenal. I dare to say I think it's actually one of the best looking Bleach games.
I mean, obviously, on the other hand, you get amazing looking anime games using cel shading like Bleach Soul Resurrection.
Yeah.
It depends on the developer. Like, not so much cel shading, so much as the dev. Like Koei, they're gonna make some pretty good looking stuff generally.
You want a cel-shaded Warriors game? Look at Arsenal and the Warriors of Legend. That game, I think, looks great cel-shaded.
But then you're gonna get developers like Spike, and you're not gonna get some good results usually, even if they... One Piece Burning Blood. That is cel-shaded, I'm pretty sure. It looks like dog shit.
No, no, it's not.
Oh, it's not? Okay. Still looks like shit.
What's... Are the Tenkaichi games cel-shaded?
No, I don't think... Oh, actually, wait. They might be because people trying to emulate the games often removes the lines on characters and it looks fucking weird.
Okay.
So they might be.
The Tenkaichi 4 trailer.
I've only seen like the one time so far, so I don't remember immediately what it looks like. Although I love how you can whip the timing on the QTEs with the jump and still manage to make the jumps as you just hold forward. That's texture work. See, that's why I was a little hesitant to say one way or the other, because I feel like that is just in-engine lighting. They haven't just been so far removed from Tenkaichi that I didn't immediately remember. So again, it depends on the developer. If they know what they're doing or not.
Yeah. Texturing the shadows on models was a big thing in the PS2 days. Yeah, manually actually creating your lighting manually rather than doing engine just do lighting and that's it, and do broad strokes lighting.
That's part of the reason why Doom 3 was so fucking impressive back in the day, because the madman John Carmack, the absolute legend he is, managed to create his own fucking lighting engine. And it was literally impossible to run outside of the Xbox because they did some wondrous things in order to pull that one off.
I can't wait to build that PC because...
Oh yeah, Brandon's looking to build a PC, by the way, guys.
Because the most recent console/PC Idolmaster game apparently has settings for ray tracing, and I can't wait to see what an anime cel-shaded game looks like with ray tracing.
God, I don't know if my computer can handle ray tracing. It might be able to.
For ray tracing, you would at least need a 2000 Series Plus graphics card, so yours can do it. So if I loaded that game up on your computer, maybe I could get it working. Maybe.
I know ray tracing is super fucking intensive on any system, so I don't know, possibly.
Yeah, I tried loading it sometimes, and it's like, yeah, your frame rate went down from 90 to 20.
Yeah, sounds about right. So can I also just say, guys, I am still befuddled and amazed how close we actually are to the ending of One Piece overall right now. Like, people are still memeing that, haha, it's not gonna end for like 10 years, but I'm like, no, we're getting close. Like, really close.
If I'm being honest, I know I've mentioned this in past One Piece games, but I'm not a fan of the way Oda's getting there. Like, I know we had to do...
Too long?
No, it's... what he will literally just do an intermission in the middle of an event or an arc or something to just do, like, 3 or 4 chapters of exposition where it's someone literally...
Set up and whatnot?
Where it's literally Garp telling a class of Marine students who the most famous pirates in the world are. Literally just telling a class who Rox and Whitebeard and Roger and Shanks are, and their bounties and what made them famous. I'm like, that's cool conceptually. Don't just have someone tell us like we're literally watching a lecture.
So, oh man, that's an interesting way of wrap that background thing I brought up before. I've been realizing more and more that there's a lot of stories being told in manga that are just not meant to be told in the format of a manga whatsoever.
Really?
I'm getting a sense, I think Bleach does it well because it actually manages to do it pretty succinctly, but stuff like Naruto, I'm just like, this would be much better off told through like a book. or like maybe like just a really long like comic or something. And that might sound crazy, but when I think about grand scale, like the amount of world, okay, what I really came to that realization is, especially with Kentaro Miura recently passing, rest his soul, like there's so much detail and work that you have to put into that if you want to make like a grand scope series, like trying to do it on a weekly, even like a weekly release for like chapters, you're only gonna be able to put out so much on like 20 pages every like week or so. That might sound insane, but the amount of...
It's the format, not necessarily the fact that it is manga. It's like,
yeah,
you're beholden to the weekly structure of 18 pages per week, as opposed to 40 pages per month, which is the monthly structure.
And at that point, I feel like you'd almost get much better results if you were to actually just do like books or something. And I don't know if there's a really easy solution for this. Like, it's not really conducive to just tell mangaka just do less. But I feel like there definitely needs to be like a format shift if mangaka want to complete a manga within their lifetime. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ugh.
If you boil down everything and trim the fat for the format. See, but that's the trick though, because some of the fat does actually add, I guess, flavor to what you're trying to do. It actually does add some like hard-hitting emotions to it. If you want to just convey information, then you're not really making a manga anymore. But if you want to actually have the fleshed out world building aspect, then you're gonna have to do that anyway. I say this also because I do continuously worry about Oda's health. Since we're winding down so close to the end of the show, I don't want him to suddenly suffer a stroke or something.
Oda recently took 6 weeks off in order to get eye surgery.
Oh, it's eye surgery. I thought it was wrist surgery or something. No, that was Kubo, obviously.
I mean, well, you're on the right track. For Kubo, it was his torn shoulder ligament and multiple ulcers.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I imagine.
It's but no, those stories come out a lot more often than you might think. Like when Takahashi designed Zork, he was doing that from his hospital bed after dental surgery, so he was hopped up on anesthetic.
Oh, wait. So which Zork are we talking about? The one in the anime
Dragon Dick.
Okay, Dragon Dick. I was gonna say, is that the Dragon Dick, or are we talking about the actual Yu-Gi-Oh card, which I'm pretty sure is the version that went within the manga? Okay.
Dragon Dick was the manga design and the anime design.
Yeah.
And they ended up going back in the later re-released where he redrew that with a not ridiculous design that's impossible to take seriously, as this is the real form of Bakura, Dragon Dick Man.
Yeah. So one of the reasons why I haven't, and wow, draw distance, why I haven't immediately been wanting to go back and actually finish Yu-Gi-Oh! DM.
The one you'll find on the Viz, I think, actually is the updated version.
Yeah, it's probably off of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card, yeah, if you're willing to bet.
Yeah. So, like, he designed that after being high off his ass after dental surgery.
Yeah.
And stuff like Yoshihiro Togashi being literally drawing napkin drawings for chapters of Hunter x Hunter after coming out of back surgery.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I'm a little less willing to forgive Togashi because sometimes it's back surgery, sometimes it's literally I took 4 months off to play Dragon Quest.
I mean, go off, King, but also, Jesus, maybe you shouldn't keep your actual fan base waiting for that long. What was the... Has he actually been releasing Hunter x Hunter recently, or is it still on that legendary 2-year-long hiatus?
They come in multiple years at a time, but no, it's a case of once or twice a year he'll release like 4 chapters and then go back to hiatus.
Yeah, this is why I really respect Oda for having actually mapped, well, Oda and Kubo actually. I think Kubo more so for doing also on like a micro scale too on top of macro. Oda has gone on record saying that he has had the series pretty much like all mapped out, like macro scale, going from point A to point B for like the entire time. And no, there is an actual One Piece. It's not just the friends we made along the way, but...
Yes, he said that something like 10 years ago.
Now, that being said, obviously trying to trying to plan out literally 1,000+ chapters out in advance is literally impossible. Or at least, like, unless you actually do it in real time.
Need Dragon Quest 12 already. Yeah, me too.
Anyway, so... I really respect that he's actually managed to like know what the story is going to be like, but obviously like the pacing, he's definitely missed a lot of details along the way, i.e. like Hancock becoming a more prominent character than originally I think he intended for her to be.
Hancock was one of the characters he had sketched out from the beginning because you can find the
early art.
You can find early art of her entirely from the back, which is like a drawing of her ass with the snake wrapped around her. As early as like volume 2 or 3, like apparently she was going to debut sometime around Buggy.
God damn, that is early on, Jesus.
No, he has design documents for things literally like 15 years before they ever appear.
God damn. Good stuff. I'm glad I managed to talk us through this entire fucking level.
I've actually been having fun with this stage.
See, I told you it's not that bad.
I didn't say it was bad. I said you got the more fun one because it's one that's really concise.
True. Not as much as the Pirate Warriors 3 one. But, whereas Kubo, that man is, like, fucking legend. Except for, like, I think some pacing issues at the very end of the show, obviously. I think he actually did have, like, almost every plot beat and plot twist planned out well in advance.
Yeah.
Obviously, physical, shortcomings aside, with, especially the very tail end of the show. That was rough.
Well, like, what we later found out was that wasn't actually something that was happening towards the end. It was, like, something that may have actually been, plaguing him since, like, 2014, maybe.
Oof.
Which, considering that he was drawing until late 2016, oh boy.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Was that the shoulder thing?
The shoulder thing.
Yeah, goddamn. Just work through the pain.
So it's it really paints a picture for you with that anime we were watching earlier today.
Yeah, true. Jesus Christ.
I showed Babs the first episode of a currently running anime, Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead, just the first episode. Because it's like, yeah, this is what Japanese work culture is. Talk to me.
It's literally, yeah.
Talk to me when you've, literal line, talk to me when you've got 200 hours of unpaid overtime in a month. Then you'll be on my level.
Shit's bad. Really bad. Alright.
Especially with the mangaka culture of, if you can put this in.
Oh, the schedule of like the one manga art. Yeah.
I think that might have actually been Oda.
Might be.
It's the thing where he puts out the chart, the Excel spreadsheet of like your week-to-week schedule, where it's like you have like 4 hours per week, not counting sleeping, eating, and being on the shitter of actually getting anything you want to do done.
Yeah. That's also part of why I feel like there needs to be a format shift for a way Jump does its story, honestly. But I think anyone could have really said that.
I think they need to go to a bi-weekly schedule.
Yeah.
And that would clear up so much.
I fully agree. Double the amount of time you have planning for each chapter. Fuck it, I'll wait. I'll wait. I'm an old man, I'm cool with that. Alright, so actually catch up on the story really fast. I guess we should I know we brought this up in more than one recording before, but it bears repeating. How Gear 2nd and 3rd come literally out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
So first of all, Bruno, I'm gonna keep saying Bruno, it actually makes sense to me.
Please do, I like it better.
Yeah. So, Bruno represents like the first, he's basically more so like the Grimjow to like Rob Lucci's Ulquiorra. I know it's a weird analogy, but bear with me here. He's made to be like the first major wall that Luffy has to overcome to actually confront the big bad villain alone.
No, the Dordoni.
Yeah, actually, kind of. Well, except Luffy doesn't go through more than one of these guys, I don't think. No. So, I get where this comes from. Like, Luffy, this has happened multiple times actually, funny enough, with fucking Gear 4th also. Kind of robs a lot of fights in the time skip of the seriousness when he realized he could have just done this at any given time. Gear 2nd and 3rd come out of literally nowhere.
He had no time to come up with this idea. He had
maybe a little bit of time on the train, possibly.
He had literally, like, maybe 4 or 5 hours on the train to come up with something that he could never have actually trained for. Because he definitely didn't have it beforehand, because otherwise he would have used it against Rob Lucci in the Iceberg's office. I can imagine maybe he might have. This is stretching, obviously. This is huge stretching. I'm trying to justify something that does not fucking make sense. By the way, music playing here is really good. Too bad we can't hear it right now. I'll boost it in post. Maybe in like the 4 or 5 hours, he's conceptualizing like maybe he's had hintings that he's been able to like crank up the output of the gum fruit this entire time, and maybe that's why he was like, you know what, let's try this. Why not? But that would obviously not make any sense, because then how would he know about like jet pistol and jet gatling? Like, he would have no time to try it out before whatsoever. Not even to mention the giant split in Giant's Hand. So, a little goofy, just a bit. It's not nearly, well, yeah, actually it's way more dumb than Goku just breaking out Super Saiyan 3. Because at least Goku admitted that he hasn't had a lot of time to practice that form at all. At least Goku had to learn Kaioken.
Yeah.
Get hit by it, damn it.
You try to grab him?
Yeah.
At least for this, you're permanent Gear 2nds. That's cool. That's that. He's loving the door ability. Jesus. Also, shout outs to Bruno actually having a fairly good presence in the recent film Red. Yeah. Did not expect that. That was actually kind of cool. I'm like, damn, we actually are bringing back CP0. I don't mind the idea of CP0. If you want to make Rob Lucci a character, by all means, but fucking give him something to do that isn't just a funny strongman or a strongman that's funny because he's a ventriloquist sometimes.
I mean, the bird thing was cool.
The bird thing was neat, but like that's the only thing he's ever really given.
Okay, this is always kind of funny.
Did I actually forget character abilities, or is that a joke? No, that's not a joke. This is real.
What do you mean character abilities?
Oh, I think we're talking about second and third gear. How he literally just pulled him out of his ass.
He didn't forget them. He's like, literally, this is a thing that I decided I can do right now, even though I've never done it before, and had no time to prepare for it. What was the timer on that say?
I didn't see those. I was looking at the A and B ranks up there.
As in, did Oda ever actually say that? No. I feel like Luffy just kind of made up Gear 3 on the... Yeah, no, obviously.
The most you could probably extrapolate is maybe he's had ideas he could do this for a while, but never had a chance to test them out until he needed to test them out. But that's just extrapolation on my part. There's nothing concrete to actually say about that. If there was hintings they could do them in advance, that would be one thing, but that never came up at all.
Alex, I'm going to stop you right there. No, no one said anything about him forgetting anything. We said he made up a new power he never displayed before on the fly.
Yeah, this isn't,
He's coming up with a new power, pulling it out of his ass, not something that he forgot he could do before.
Otherwise he would have done it in Sky P against Eneru. That would have probably won the fight way easier.
Yeah.
Alright, this scene still fucks though.
Yeah.
By the way, we were talking about this before too. I still love Robin's pre-time skip design. It's so nice. And also the bangs just make her look so much more distinct from Nami. Also, hi Spondum, not Mankind from WWE.
He's supposed to be the man in the Iron Mask, the French prisoner story.
Yeah, I can see that.
The guy that somehow got transported overnight from France, from a prison in France to the Caribbean.
Wasn't the whole premise of that story that the writer didn't know what the significance was of this man in the Iron Mask?
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck is so important that we have him like sealed up like this?
I think it's based on the mentor guy from the Count of Monte Cristo. The guy that was digging the tunnel with a spoon out of the prison, but decided he was too old to actually use it, so he gave it to the guy himself.
Huh. Oh yeah, and the entire time we basically walk around with definitely nuclear weapon allegory in the Buster Call.
Yeah. We're just gonna torch this this island off the map.
I swear to God, if anyone fucks with me, I'll kill everyone here and myself.
And it goes off literally because Spondon presses the button by accident.
Yeah. Which is very funny. I like...
It's literally he presses the wrong one. I think it would have been funnier if it was in his back pocket and he fell on his ass and broke it and that was what set it off.
Literal butt dial. Yeah, that would have been fun. That would have been way funnier.
As opposed to, oh no, I have these two wristwatches. I hit the wrong wristwatch.
I kind of like Spanda, I'm not gonna lie.
I like him too. I think he's funny.
He's hilarious, yeah.
It's gonna be one of those cases where it's like, I'm probably out of step with the community on this, but Spondum first debuted in the dub in a limited adventure in 2007, years before the proper dub in 2012. In the anime dub, he's played excellently by Christopher Corey Smith. He did Joker. He did a bunch of that.
I saw that.
He's done a lot of great work, mostly as various Jokers, etc. In Unlimited Adventure, he was played by Kent Williams, and I really like the Kent Williams take.
Oh, Kent Williams is always amazing, so I can definitely understand where you're coming from with that one.
I'm gonna just show you the cutscenes in that game, because there are a lot of voices that didn't end up sticking.
Oh yeah, you did before. That's part of the reason why I do also want to get that game up running. Also, we could say for the very first time, this is the only...
Do you want to run that game natively?
No. No, definitely. That's gonna be an emulator.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. Oh.
What if I just don't press it?
What? Oh.
Okay, I probably don't want to fail that again.
Yeah. I wanted to see would it just fail stage if you missed all three of them?
Yeah, I was like, I am not about to risk losing the entire fucking stage.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be some shit, dude. Oh my god.
Also, you can tell that Koei is still kind of cheaping out on these games because they never did proper production on characters that don't get full models.
Yeah. Spanning them here, not having a model whatsoever in the game, I'm pretty sure.
I want to show you the height of Koei Tecmo's cheapness, which is to say I want to show you a Fairy Tail game, but it wouldn't work unless you've actually seen Fairy Tail, and oh
right.
my god. It wouldn't work unless you've seen Fairy Tail and thus don't, and thus...
I have seen Fairy Tail a little bit before.
In full, and thus don't know what it means when they're talking to a character off screen that doesn't exist, because they're trying to replicate a scene exactly.
True.
Or, in the Grand Magic games, when Lightning Guy, I forget his Loxus, is supposed to be getting beaten up by 5 guys at once.
Yep.
And they only modeled 2 of them because those are the only 2 characters that matter in this game.
Oh my god, that's very funny.
They only modeled 2 of them because one of them is the boss and the other one has a battle against Lucy earlier.
Yeah. Some of these are coming pretty close to what you currently possess. That's pretty cool.
They're never gonna overtake it, though.
A little bit, maybe a couple more takes. I don't know.